I am currently struggling on this off season. What is off season? You've been working so hard during the season that you can't ride the bike for 3 weeks. Now that's up for interpretation, but you're not supposed to ride your bike for 3 weeks. So for me, that sucks because that's all I was doing for a year and a half straight, was riding my bike, stuff like that. And now I can't, and it's like, taking a kid's favorite toy away from them, pretty much. So I have to find other things to do, other ways to, more or less exercise, things of that nature. But I know the benefits of it. I know that it's gonna help me become a lot better with cycling, because a lot of people train all the way through the year and they never let their body to just have a factory reset, pretty much. That's pretty much what I'm doing, is like giving my body a full factory reset and, flushing out all that stress in my legs, things of that nature, and just letting my body recuperate and make a new floor compared to what it was when I started training in February. And I'm gauging that essentially by my zone 2 power. So when I first started cycling, obviously it was nowhere. And right when I started training in February with a coach, I could hold, FTP was like 195, and I could do, without my heart rate drifting, 110, 115 watts. And now, throughout the season, I'm doing like 144 watts, no heart rate drift, 130 beats per minute, 135 beats per minute. And my zone 2 power is steady around 140, 150. So when I get off of off season, I would assume that's gonna be my new floor. Training at 144, what I'm used to throughout the season, and building from that, and being used to that just being my go-to power when I'm training zone 2. So there's some benefits to that, I would say. Your aerobic capacity is essentially your diesel engine. It's the engine of you being able to cycle. So with all these pros and things of that nature, they've been training for so long, since they were 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. Their aerobic engine is huge in a sense of, when they first started, just like me, their zone 2 power was low, and next year it goes up 15 watts, next year it goes up 20 watts, next year it goes up 15 watts, up until when they're pro or world tour, whatever level you want to look at, you've incrementally increased that foundation. And essentially, this is the first time of me doing that, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for that process. I'm excited to see where my body can go in this new cycling season. So what have I been doing? Working, studying, continuing my education, stuff like that, and just not riding the bike. I don't think I've heard my back cassette, like the cog. I haven't heard that sound in a week and a half, and it sucks. I went to the gym a couple times with my fiance. That was cool. So it's about 3 weeks, maybe a week and a half. Like this coming Monday will officially be 2 weeks. So then, kind of sort of getting back into it, you know, I'll start doing a couple runs here and there, 20, 30 minutes, stuff like that. Getting used to just turning my legs back on, essentially, and getting back into the swing of things. And I'm actually excited to get back on the bike because, my coach was saying that we're going to be doing a lot of heart rate based training in the beginning, which is exciting because I've never officially trained on heart rate. It's always, since I've had a power meter, it's always been based on power, which has been a tremendous help. But now I think we get to become a little bit more granular with training based on heart rate drift, or the official word is aerobic decoupling, and really getting to make my heart that much more sticky when I'm riding, which will be crucial to me increasing that foundation and building an even bigger engine than I did last year, or closed out with last year, which I was very excited for, being at 144 watts and my heart rate being at 130, which is crazy to me because literally 6 months ago, it was the complete opposite, and I was fighting to survive in races and really hard group rides, and the light at the end of the tunnel is finally starting to show itself, which is great. So, but yeah, haven't ridden the bike in a while, and I told myself I was going to be very disciplined to this. A lot of my friends didn't believe me that I was going to not ride my bike, but I mean, they're not training athletes, so a little bit of a different culture than me trying to become a professional in the United States. Maybe not a number one, but who knows what God's gonna do. But the best I can be is what my coach says. The best we can get you to. Which, is that limited, or is there a ceiling to that? Who knows? I'm only 28. So who knows where this will take me. But got a lot of really cool updates for you guys. I've been on the clock during off season. Part of becoming a cyclist is the fitness, but the relationships, and who knows you and who respects you and who gives you a wheel in the peloton during a hard race or during a hard ride. I think I've done a really good job with creating, not my legacy, but just creating respect for myself in the peloton. People knowing me and people saying, hey, and I like your videos and stuff like that. And just being a little bit more intentional with that side of the equation, which also matters if you're trying to, I'm not gonna say become an influencer, but be an influence in the cycling world, in the Hampton Roads, I would say. So got some cool surprises for you guys, some cool updates, some cool partnerships, some cool things I can unravel and talk to you guys about and tell you about and show you some new gear about and stuff like that, which I'm excited to make videos on. And yeah, just wanted to come on here and let you guys know I'm in my off season. Haven't been riding the bike, just been reconnecting with my body. It's really sunny out here. Reconnecting with my body, and just catching up with myself and reflecting on how I can become better next season and what my goals are, how I'm going to accomplish them in this cycling world. And I've checked off a good amount, which is great. And just looking forward to, I've been saying this from the get-go, just being a threat. A respected, loved threat. Kind of like when Matthew Vanderpool pulled up to that LA group ride and everybody was like, oh snap, here we go. But it was all love. So I kind of want to, create that same effect over time. So stay tuned to the next video. Gonna let you guys know who I'm an ambassador for. It is a cycling clothing brand, which I did not think I would get this far, especially consider I don't have tens of thousands of followers on Instagram or social media. I have been chosen to be an ambassador for a cycling brand. That's huge. So maybe that'll be the next video, but y'all have a good rest of your day and talk to you soon.